It's Animu time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 263. It's Iona from Arpeggio of Blue Steel Ars Nova DC. That's a mouthful. So this one is another one. I never seen the anime and whatnot, but I like the design. I like the blue, and that's really it. It's a cute Animu girl in a blue outfit, and Figma does that usually very well. And by the way, I don't know if this is still on sale, but I picked this up on AmiAmi because she was on sale. So that's why I got the figure, and now I'm going to have a look at it. So yeah, gonna have to put the tripod a little bit lower for this one because she is indeed tiny. How tiny? Well, let's have a look. It's definitely one of the smallest Figmas I have. Only 12 centimeters, a little shy of 5 inches tall, or rather small. So overall look and design of the figure, I mean, I mentioned it at the beginning, blue. Double D, double die. I had to make that joke. At some point I had to make that joke. So she has very big Animu eyes with a greenish tone, and the rest of it is really blue, has a pale skin tone. And this face, I like this face, just like, oh. It's all kawaii stuff going on here. And by the way, reading up on this character, she's actually a submarine from World War II. Which has been put into a little girl's body or something like that. I don't have the details on it, so I'm not gonna go into it any more than I have to. But yeah, I just like the design. It's kind of like a bit of a pop idol diva thing going on with blue. It's just blue, and it's really soothing to me. So hair is nicely molded. It's blue. The outfit is nicely molded. It is blue. There's also some white in there, not to mention. And the paint job is very clean, especially considering that there's all these small lines that go around her scarf and whatnot. And yeah, I don't really see any issues with that. We have a little bit of silver metallic in the skirt. Also, pantsu, the smallest pantsu in the world. Don't worry, guys. She's a submarine, right? I mean, she looks like she's only 12 or whatever, but yeah, FBI's at the door. And down to the feet. Again, very cleanly painted with the shoes, tied up shoes, and it has some gray in the back, a little bit of color variation. But yeah, I mean, it's blue and it's done cleanly. That's all I gotta say to this. Having a look at the articulation first and foremost, she has ball joints in the hair, so you can bring that up and down. Rotation, actually, it goes almost all the way around. Yeah, you can play around with that very nicely. And as you can tell, this is soft plastic, will bend out of the way. And this is actually very cool. It is split up, but you can, well, it rotates a little bit in an angle. So you really have to play around with it if you want to get it together at all times. But let me move it up so I can have a look at the head. Classic ball hinge, Figma stuff, goes back and forth. Does tilt side to side, and would go all the way around, but I wouldn't force it with the hair too much, but as you can tell, it works. Then we got the double ball combination, one ball in the chest, one ball in your shoulder, so you can bring that up and down and rotate it all around. Let me get the hair out of the way. Rotate it all around, and you have a hinge in the ball, so you can bring it all the way up and rotate it at the ball. Then we got a simple ball hinge at the shoulder. It's a little bit big, but you know, whatever, it's all right. Can also rotate it at that point, and then we have a simple hinge in the hand, and that's just really old school Figma stuff. But even though this figure isn't that old school, so I'm guessing they didn't have a ball joint small enough for this entire mold. Torso articulation, well, let me show you. You can just peg it out over here. It's on a ball joint. That's just regular stuff. Then for your leg articulation, it does go out to the side. It's just on ball joints. Does go forward. Does go to the back. And the entire torso area can be rotated around, so you can play around with that. And the skirt is soft plastic, and it is cut up. They nicely molded some pieces under there to cover it up, even if you bring it up all the way. And then we have swivels in her stockings, knee socks, whatever. And a simple ball hinge for the knee joint, and then for the feet, another ball hinge goes back and forth. And for the feet, you got another ball hinge, goes forward, back, and side to side. And there you go. And by the way, the accessories are also very nice. So let's first and foremost have a look at the faces. You got the one smiling face, kind of like a shy smile, and then just a more stern look to the side, serious business. Then we got hands. We got pointy finger, open hands to hold something, and fist hands and more open hands. It's just like these ones are, I think, for the starfish. She has a starfish. I don't know. Yeah, you can just slide that in there, and then she holds that. And we got a cup of coffee, I'm guessing. It's pretty black. Just a regular white cup. It's a bit more shiny, so it looks good. And then you just got the coffee. Maybe it's hot chocolate, whatever. And that's just on another hinge. Well, it does have a hinge. I thought it didn't. And you got the little under. She can hold that as well. With these hands, these open hands, not only for the starfish, I'm guessing it doesn't. How about this one? And that one works. Okay, so check. Then we got one of my favorite accessories, the sitting leg accessory. We had already one with Saber. Only this one has actually articulation, so you can still move her around or whatnot. She doesn't have punch in it though, which is weird. So rather not do that. That would just be weird. But anyway, yeah, you can have that. Just take the torso apart and move this one on, and the feet, the legs. So that's that. Then we got the base, but more importantly, there's like more base accessories. What is going on? What is all of this? Basically, you put all of this together, and then you slide these rubber. Well, not rubber, like plastic thingies around. It's kind of like an energy effect, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's something unique, but I have my doubts of how well it will stick together. So I'm gonna have a try at that, and I'll see you in a bit. So yeah, this is how this is supposed to look. You put her on the base in the middle, and there's also one more that's supposed to go around, and as you can tell, it's already falling over, even though there's not even anything on it. But see, here's a problem of that. You put these together in the middle, and then you're supposed to slide them on there in here. And that's just way too tight. The other thing is, they just glued on a sticker, basically, onto the see-through plastic for all the detail in it. And that would be fine, but it comes off way too easy, as you can tell. It just doesn't work, so I'm gonna not use that. But still, you have the option. If you like it, fine, it's whatever. But basically what I'm saying, they should have had see-through plastic and painted it, hard plastic, painted it, and have packs, and have this entire thing just with packs instead of these clamps. And it would have been fine, but I'm just guessing, they were either trying just something new out and thought this would be a good idea, or just trying to save space in the box, because if you had 3 soft plastic rings, it would have taken up more space. So that's something like that. But yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Surprisingly, I think this figure's great. I don't get it. Like, whenever I see something on sale, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, alright, there's probably something wrong with this figure. There's probably the Payne nap, or the articulation, or she just falls apart. But no, none of that. The figure looks great. Figures articulated well, and I mean, it's classic Figma stuff, but you know, it really works well, especially considering that she's such a small character. And you have a bunch of interesting stuff. You have these accessories which don't work for me, but maybe they do for you. You have a starfish, and you got like a cup of coffee or hot chocolate or whatever this is. And where's the leg accessory? There's the leg accessory again. You get all of this for like a small price. It is a small figure, but once again, Figma, they could have just make a small figure and be like, all right, that's done. But no, you got all this stuff, which I think is totally worth it. So there you go. Go check out amiyami.com if they still have her on sale. So that's gonna do it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Iona wants.